TikTokers who captured their final moments. Let's check it out. Just got a shower. Alright. So yeah, I don't know much about TikTokers that, like, I'm like active on the platform, but I'm not super active. There are some that, you know, scroll through TikToks more than me per day. And I scroll like an hour or so or more per day, but I just don't know much about the creators and stuff. Because I just been on and off on the platform. So, I might not know who any of these individuals are. Oh, I do know about the Inquisitor. So I won't play the Inquisitor segment because I think we watched a few videos about what it was. We have
On
Felicia
February 17th of 2021, a little girl by the name Felicia Cashapp would post a message to her TikTok profile. Typically, she would post fun, child-related content to her small following. However, that day, her post couldn't be any more harrowing and serious.
Привет, у меня сейчас жесть история. У нас там сосед, он пьяный. Он, короче, стучится на дверь, всю ломает нафиг.
That's scary.
Он уже несколько минут здесь стоит, стучится, орёт, матерится. Я просто мне страшно.
On a day when her father left to visit the local shops, their neighbor began to knock on the door. Felicia, being alone with their youngest brother, refused to answer. However, the knocks were persistent and aggressive. The only
That's scary. Like, what does she have in her face? Is that like a bruise? I don't understand.
thing she thought to do was to post to TikTok.
It looks like a bruise to me, though.
To hopefully spread awareness of the situation and potentially get help if needed.
You know, she could have called the authorities. So did she stream it or like just post video?
Felicia would then go on to say that these knocks continued for over an hour. It should also be noted that maintenance men were working on the home during this interaction. However, they ignored the knocks as they felt it wasn't their business to address a visitor. Why Felicia
What?
it didn't bring her worries to them, I'm not sure.
Wait, is there a bunch of stuff on my screen? No. he fooled me, fam. I thought there was a bunch of stuff on my screen. I thought I sneezed on my screen, bro. Looks so realistic. Alright, new message.
Soon, the knocks would stop, and Felicia would get a message from her friend.
Bro, is he gonna have the whole video like this, bro? Looks like there's stuff on my screen. It looks like I sneezed.
Asking if
Looks like there's a bunch of pet dander. Anyone else see this, fam?
she wanted to go to the park in hopes of feeling safe with fellow company. Relieved, she quickly said yes and waited for her friend. During this time, Felicia's father would arrive home, and after hearing a soft knock on the door, Felicia would answer, only to be greeted in
Snap, but I kind of felt that in real life, bro.
fear by the neighbor. In a swift attempt to close the door, Felicia was shot numerous times.
Jeez.
Her father quickly ran to his daughter's side, and after screaming at the maintenance worker to call for help, listened to his daughter's final words. Dad,
Dude, that is some thick glass.
I have been killed. The neighbor in question was a 33-year-old man named Vasily Donets. According to
This monster, bro. What was this guy thinking, man?
Felicia's father, the two were typically in good standings. However, recent arguments regarding noise complaints left their relationship tense. This was likely the catalyst for Vasily's torment on the children that day, and the reason for Felicia's demise. This shooting occurred only 15 minutes after she posted her last TikTok.
Dang, yo, that's scary, bro. I wouldn't know what to do if I was a kid like that as well, bro. But where were her parents? Like, what do you mean? So he just went in there and like murdered her while the parent was at the house? Sad story, man. Alright, we got Chubby Goes to Africa. Okay, okay. This is what I like about how they put some good editing techniques into their videos. I really like that. Like, it immerses me in a different experience. The way he had like that thing that shows all these different chapters. But anyways,
22-year-old Gan Suzhang lived the dream that many aspire, to be a social media influencer. At first,
bro. So same here.
he simply would document
Same here. I actually always wanted to be a social media influencer, but I didn't get the confidence till like last year. Or actually, not 3 or 4 years ago, but last year is when I really went like full time with it.
his experiences in different parts of the world, capturing different cultures and fascinating customs. These videos would solely be for his own collection, however this would soon change. His worldwide adventure would be halted once he landed in Africa, not because of any financial or technical issue,
Well, if he's gonna name his channel that,
but because he fell in love with the continent. He bonded with the locals and found immense joy in immersing himself in their livelihood. He soon found a girlfriend, and after capturing some videos of the local food, had an
no,
idea.
I don't think this is the.
What if he posted all these videos to social media?
Bro, this is scaring me, bro. Cause I post a lot on social media, bro. I can get hurt posting on social media. That's scary.
Gan created a TikTok account called Chubby Goes to Africa, where him and his girlfriend would travel across Africa to try different foods and talk with locals in the area. The idea was an immediate success, and it wasn't long before his account would take off. Soon he built a social media team and enjoyed the lifestyle of traveling
The dream.
across Africa to an audience of about 5 million people. With this type of fame comes those who follow.
Dude, 5 million followers? That's quite a bit.
Some of Gan's fans would become friends and join Gan in his adventure across the continent. They would each develop their own social media following because of this, and for the most part, every team member was more than happy with this sporadic fame. All except for one. 32-year-old Fang Zhangyang was a member of this content group. He
Uh-oh.
was friends with everybody, however his personality didn't quite mesh well with the others. Gan was typically known to be a very charismatic, comfortable person to be around. Part of this is likely what influenced his success, however Fang was quite the
I wish I had that personality trait, or at least I wish I could like turn it on and off.
opposite.
However, somehow I had a moment where I had those personality traits for a while. Then it just disappeared, and I don't know why.
People have been found noting that interacting with Fang was often awkward, making them uncomfortable when creating content for TikTok. Despite this though, Gan still encouraged Fang to continue. However, as tensions between the group rose, Fang was unfortunately let go. While you might
Fired from the TikTok group.
think that this would cause an altercation
This is like reminds me of like the Island Boys situation.
between the two, Fang was
The Island Boys they kicked out like a few members.
surprisingly understanding. He departed from the group and continued to make content on his own, showing moderate success and traveling across the world in a similar fashion as Gan. Everyone's relationship seemed beautiful. However, it wouldn't be long before tensions would rise once again. According to Feng, when Gan was traveling to China to visit family, he gave Gan roughly $1,500 to purchase him an iPhone, as
Fang wanted Gan to buy him an iPhone.
doing so in Africa was impossible. Gan agreed, however, after returning, no iPhone was bought and the money Feng sent him was not returned.
So Gan's a scammer? But he's probably the one with the most followers. How?
There is no confirmation to the legitimacy of this story.
I want an iPhone.
However, Gan would choose not to address the situation. Feng would continue to make claims against Gan and his team, saying that they sent virus-infested meals to his home and destroyed property that Feng owned.
What?
I initially wanted to believe Gan, as there was no evidence to back Fang's claims. However, on a trip to Nepal, Fang's hometown, Gan made a comment saying, "I've come to beat him up." During the trip to
Dude, that's rude.
Nepal on December 4th of 2022, Gan
If
will go live one
you guys, if you guys wonder why I don't go outside that much, bro, I'm scared of getting hurt. Like this for posting on social media, fam.
last time, where he traveled through the streets of Nepal, unknowing what lurked within the shadows.
欧莱雅的欧不是在前面，为啥他的来在前面？网红酸奶吗？哪里有网红酸奶？这个好喝吗？我也不知道。就在前面。
Merely a second
What the heck?
after this moment, screams can be heard. Fang would sneak up behind Gan and stab him numerous times in the back and stomach. Slain in the middle of Nepal's streets, Fang wouldn't flee the scene, but would instead stay by Gan's dying body and scold him. He wanted to ensure that in Gan's final moments, even he would know who had won.
That's super unhinged, bro. He handled it wrong.
In
It's messed up, bro. Nah. Screw him, bro.
the days that followed, Fang would be arrested by the authorities and taken into custody following the murder.
Clearly mentally disturbed, bro. Why does he have like cuts on him and like always shaving his head and stuff? He's got the handcuffs in the front. Alright, here's the last one, guys. We got Harrison and Gilks.
Harrison Gilks, a Canadian teenager, got diagnosed with a rare cancer known as rhabdomyosarcoma at only the young age of 6.
Oh yeah, that's why I also like feel uncomfortable scrolling on TikTok, bro. Like I'll be seeing someone that's like super like, you know, has something wrong with them and it's just like, dang, man. I feel like I'll just like feel bad for them, bro.
16. It wasn't until 2 years later that he would find out his cancer was terminal. However, instead of wasting his final years depressed and alone, he decided to do something inspiring.
I'd like to make a little series called maybe like bucket list series. I'm gonna go out and do a bunch of stuff that I've always wanted to do. You know, I'm not sure what yet. You know, maybe skydiving or, you know, just stuff along those lines.
Skydiving, that's an expensive thing to do.
Harrison posted a TikTok about his cancer, and he dreams of completing as many bucket list activities as he could in the little time he had left. This TikTok grew exponentially fast and kickstarted the overwhelming support behind his goal of making his last years some of his best. Thanks to many donations, Harrison quickly began going on many adventures, both on the ground and in the sky. During this time, he would update his fans on his health and even express some encouraging news.
Bro, it's sad, bro. It's sad.
Stating that the tumors in his lungs and prostate stopped growing.
There's also a scan where the big tumor in my prostate stopped growing.
At that age, bro,
for
what
now,
the?
and the ones in my lungs have only grown a little bit.
He continued to gather more life experiences, and his audience watched the day as Harrison's 18th birthday was approaching. This milestone would be monumental. Harrison was able to see his 18th birthday.
Dang, yo, yesterday I was scrolling on TikTok and there was somebody that went to like a football game through the Make-A-Wish Foundation as well, man.
However, on October 21st, the day he turned 18, social media heard nothing. People understood that this must be a very special and sensitive moment. However, they began to get a little concerned when no update was posted throughout the following weeks. Harrison pretty much went MIA for an entire month until November 17th, when he returned
He's probably like in so much pain, that's why he didn't post.
to TikTok.
I don't know how I'd feel during that situation. Like, I've had like near-death experiences, man. And honestly, it's quite the experience. That's all I gotta say.
Talk with some unfortunate news.
So the chemo I did all summer, it didn't really work. Tumor kept progressing, and it's gotten a little bigger, and it spread to my hip too.
The cancer wasn't looking good. It was growing and, even worse, spreading. The clock was ticking, and Harrison gave his final push towards his bucket list.
Hey, bro, this is a sad video, guys. I kind of didn't want to feel sad today.
In the next 3 months, Harrison would travel all across the globe, enjoying tours of the mountain peaks and the beaches of Cancun. He spent quality time with his family, his friends, and even got to meet multiple members of his favorite hockey team. Harrison is one of the purest reminders I've seen to keep your head high and live life to its fullest. On March 22nd of 2023, Harrison would take to TikTok one last time. This was his final message.
Chances of me going home, very slim. So I'll be in the hospital for probably the remainder of whatever time I got left. Pray for me and my family. It's been a great ride with you guys on the bucket list. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support throughout everything. Bucket list complete.
Harrison would pass shortly after this.
Oh, he completed the bucket list. But rest in peace, Harrison. Rest in peace, Shelby Goes to Africa. Rest in peace, Felicia, and rest in peace, Inquisitor. But yeah, we know all about Inquisitor's story. So, yeah, you can watch it in the description if you want the final segment. But I'll see you guys next video. And thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, press the join button. Please check out Pixels After Dark. This channel is blowing up, by the way. And I'll see you next one, fam.